Hi guys, I'm Noel Ojeda II, and today we are doing a Q&A. You guys got questions, I got answers, and I got all the questions right here. I wrote them all down last night. I didn't get a lot of sleep. So let's get started. Anonymous asked, what's your favorite snack? I don't really snack a lot. I usually eat like a meal a day. It's probably bad, but I don't snack. I mean, water, I guess. I eat an apple a day? Yeah? Okay. Next question. Love the I don't understand music video. Any funny BTS stories and clips? Oh, I got some stories for you. So, to get started off, we saw guys shooting meth in an alley in like 10 in the morning. Had 3 days to shoot this film because of our tight schedules. We thought maybe it would take 4 days, but we only had 3 days. And each day was about like a 16-hour day, and in between 2 of those days, we only had like 1 hour sleep. When we were in Los Angeles for the Los Angeles shot, we actually got stuck on that mountain for like 4 or 5 hours because the ignition to the car that we were driving actually broke, and we had to get a key master to go fix it. On top of the mountain, and it was like 100 degrees, and I was wearing my sweater, and we were just stuck up there for 4 to 5 hours. Another thing too, we rented out a motel by the beach for the beach shot to get it early in the morning. We only slept an hour in it. Another funny thing too was our producer, Reese, he claimed that he's a loud snorer. And we were about to go to sleep and we had the lights off. We said goodnight to each other and you just hear a loud fucking sneeze. It's just like, achoo! All of us jumped and we're like, this is gonna be a long ass night, because we thought that was a snore. Turns out it was just a sneeze. And he admitted that to us and he was so embarrassed and we laughed at him. And yeah, that's our producer. We love him. We love him so much. That's all I got for now. Next question. Thoughts on beef sugar? Yes. Next question. Did you have a muse for your music? What's a muse? Wait, what is a muse? A person or personified force who is a source of inspiration for a creative artist. I look up to a lot of 21 Pilots content. All their behind the scenes videos on their music videos are really funny. They make a lot of good content. I really recommend checking that out. And they're probably a band that I really look up to, wanting to like be that influence to the people. They're just such down-to-earth guys, and I aspire to be like them someday, to still have that level of success and fame, and to still be in a position to where you could just be a straight-up chill guy, you know? So I guess 21 Pilots could be my biggest muse. Tyler Joseph, Josh Dunn, such cool guys. The worst advice you've ever given? I like to say I give good advice, because I've never given advice and someone came up to me and said, dude, you said the wrong thing. I guess you could say I did give some pretty bad advice. In one of my past relationships, one of the biggest problems was that my ex couldn't get over the mistakes that she made, because everyone makes mistakes in a relationship, but she let them drag her down. And I said, we should just move past them, you know? And she always thought that, oh, you deserve someone better. And the advice that I told her is, make all the mistakes you can with me. I will always be here for you, no matter what. And let's just say she took that for granted. She took that for granted. She made every single mistake possible. And yeah, didn't work. Next question. Anonymous asked, who was in Paris? My lawyers actually informed me that I cannot say who was in Paris, nor do I really have the friends who can clarify the state of the person that was in Paris. If that makes sense. Next question. In terms of music, what is your fave? I like to say I am indie, rock, pop, energetic. I could also go slow, but definitely pop and rock, indie. Those are my main three that I cling on to. I do like all kinds of music except like modern country. I do like old country. I'm very open. Hip hop. Hip hop's another good one. R&B. Well-rounded. Favorite part of Cali? I don't go outside, but for some reason, call me crazy, I would say Los Angeles. I like being in the city. I like the energy, and I like the graffiti on the walls. I like just being in it. I feel home, even though I live away from Los Angeles, more in like the quiet suburban areas. I do like to visit it. I do hope to live there someday.
But yeah.
Los Angeles. Next question. What's your favorite holiday? I don't know. It's Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday. Also because my birthday is next to Christmas. How was your elementary life? This is actually a really good question. I'd say it was dumb. Elementary life was hard because I look like this guy. And that was when I started having like major deep crushes. I never like had like crush. I was like I like fell in love with someone, so, and I never like got over it too. Like even after they would reject me, so I would like just keep trying on the same person, even though they had like boyfriends and stuff like that. I just thought that like if you tried hard enough, they would like you eventually. That is not the case. But other than that, I was a little crazy. I was a little energetic. I was a troublemaker. I talked a lot in class. I always had to pull my clip card, whatever, down. I talked a lot. Grades weren't the best. I was just all over the place. Probably because I was bored. Oh, what about middle school and high school? Wow, someone asked middle school or high school. Anonymous. Middle school, it was everyone's awkward phase. It was fun. I think that was the first time someone actually came up to me and was like, hey, Noel, I think like someone told me that you're annoying. And that caught me by surprise. I'm like, what do you mean annoying? And they're like, yeah, they think that you're too loud. And I've never gotten that before. I think that was like my first ever hater. Because I was always chill with everyone. I never hated anyone. I was just me, you know? And they're like, yeah, someone thought you're annoying. And I'm like, fuck that. It was definitely weird. But that middle school is where I met all of my closest friends that I still keep in contact and hang out with today. High school was a little bit interesting in a way that 9th grade was like the absolute worst drama-wise. I guess it's like that middle between like middle school and high school. It was still fun because I was in the marching band, I was in the drum line, all my classes were in, and I did date, and it was like almost every single year I had someone new, I guess you could say, to date. So my love life was better. That's when I actually started dating. That's when I actually looked better, and I wasn't wearing those dorky little glasses, you know. Nothing wrong with glasses. That's where I started finding myself. I do miss sophomore year me. He was a motherfucking G, bro. He was intense. But then COVID happened my senior year. I never got a prom, grad night. I only graduated like half my class. It was chill though. It was still pretty cool. I do miss high school a little bit, but that's just because I miss having homework and not having to pay taxes. So, yeah, I'm alive. Next question. Diego asked why. That's a good question. AJ asked, how much would a suck if a sock could suck? Beats me. Rocio asked, what made you choose your instrument for the song and not a different one? That is a very simple answer, actually. I wrote the song on ukulele. This is the same ukulele I use. I have two of them. One of them is the baritone ukulele. This is a concert uke. Concert. I think it's concert. It's a concert uke. I wrote the song on the ukulele. I was just strumming away, and I just kept writing however I felt in that certain situation. I was in a relationship, and I just had a lot going on. And the ukulele is such a beautiful, maybe overrated instrument, but it's also underrated and underappreciated in a way that it's so small, you hear it everywhere, but it's beautiful that anyone, literally anyone, can just pick it up, learn 4 chords, and know how to play every single song. It's kind of a universal instrument. It's very standard, very easygoing, very chill, I hope that someday someone can pick up the ukulele and also want to learn the same song that I wrote. And hopefully it'll reach a broader audience and people can relate to it. Because that's one of my favorite things to do when I would listen to a song I like. I would always love looking up ukulele chords for a song and playing them as my own, like I wrote the song, and just like really relate to music as all music should be. So yeah, it felt proper too to just stack instruments upon instruments as a song went on, like overthinking when it just piles on and keeps continuing. I love the ukulele. I write most of my songs on the ukulele, so there's nothing more that I would prefer than to have a song actually feature the ukulele. Ludacris, not that Ludacris, Chris, asked, when are you dropping a new song? Soon. Next question. Jose asked, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? On a stage, performing in front of an audience. I don't care how big, but just performing in front of an audience, even if it's just a coffee shop or a small venue like the Troubadour, a bar, a huge venue. I would just like to just keep performing music, keep writing music for people, and hopefully have a family by then, a happy family. Definitely want to keep music around, even if it doesn't become something huge. It's definitely something that's forever going to be a part of me. You're going to have to kill me to take music away. Next question. I want to sip on my penguin. Scrumptious. Michael asked, does your music make it better to poop? Actually, it does. Studies show that listening to my song while on the toilet increases your pooping rate by 90%. And I mean pooping rate not by the amount that you poop, but how fast you poop. Your poop can travel at a velocity from like gravity to like 10 times gravity. That shit just like, you know, backsplash central. So be careful. Be careful. Matt asked, is this how it felt recording all locations? I'm gonna be honest with you, yes it did. During pre-production stage of the music video, I was offered to do all those locations on a green screen. I said, fuck no, because I wanted it to be natural and I wanted people to see the effort, blood, sweat, tears come that were put in the art that I want to make. I'm not just doing this for the likes, for the views, for the bullshit. I'm doing this for people to appreciate it. I know someone out there will appreciate the amount of effort that went into that music video. It took a lot, and I'm lucky enough to have a crew that was willing to go through the troubles and to go through that adventure of shooting all those shots and locations. Shout out to my film crew. They are the best. I wouldn't ask for anyone else. Dib asked 2 questions. Who inspired you to create music? Funny story. I started writing music sophomore year, and I didn't know it. I was in a weird relationship, and I had all these confusing feelings that I didn't know how to convey. And during this time, I wanted to be in physical media art, so like drawing, animation, digital. And with all those emotions, I literally grabbed a piece of paper and I started writing this song that just came naturally, even with like a piano. Like I imagined the piano part and stuff like that. And I had it sitting in my binder for a while. It never came across to me that I would ever write more music until my junior year, when different breakup, I went through a really tough time after this one breakup, and it hit me so hard I didn't know where else to go. This was during COVID era, so none of us really had anything to do. One of the main ways of getting over that relationship was writing music. And one of the songs that actually inspired me to write my first ever song that made me decide that I want to do this for a living was Until I Found You by Steven Sanchez. I listened to that song for the first time and I thought to myself, I want to make something that sounds just like this. And ever since then, I haven't stopped writing music. I did release a few songs during my high school years. I took them all down because I wanted them to have a better production and to be released when they're actually fully ready. because during that time I'm still learning. But they're songs with potential. So Steven Sanchez definitely did inspire me to write music, in a way. Dib also asked, who are your favorite music artists? A lot. I usually, when it comes to music, I like to listen to artists that I can just like, if I'm in the room with them, I can know that they're a person that I can vibe with. I don't want industry plants. I don't want people who do it for the money. I want people who do it for the love, for the art, for the passion. So AJR, 21 Pilots, John Bellion, Bruno Mars, Jason Mraz definitely. I mean, The Weeknd is also really good. I just got into The Strokes, Cigarettes After Sex, Steven Sanchez, The Marias, Kuko, and many more artists that I can't name off the top of my head. But they're definitely the artists that I have up on my wall because they stand for something. Oh, Boy With Uke, because they stand for something, that they're just people who are trying to make art and are trying to reach it to a broader audience to help them out in a way. And I really like that. I like that a lot. I don't listen to music to listen to music. I listen to artists and what they have to say. Good question. Good question. Will you be Noeling it in the Q&A? Ooh. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. Christian asked, what is your favorite toe? Depends on whichever one is tastier. You know, whichever one has more lint, the more lint in between. Just, Oh. Next question. Anonymous asked, what the dog doing? Okay. You're good to go now. You're good to go. Oh, it's the final question. Tell us about yourself. Hi, I'm Noel Ojeda II. I'm the second because my dad is named Noel. I do have a middle name, not going to say it right now. I like penguins. Little guy right here. Favorite color is black. Favorite dinosaur is Brachiosaurus. I like coconuts. Anything coconut flavored. Coconut water. Coconut Brachiosaurus. And my favorite food is a Brachiosaurus burrito. Wrap anything in tortilla, I'll fuck it up. I love coffee. And that is it. And that is it. Thank you guys for coming to my Q&A. Go stream I Don't Understand. It's out now everywhere you listen to music. Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, Deezer, wherever. And definitely go check out my music video if you haven't for I Don't Understand. I put a lot of work, blood, sweat, meth, tears into that music video. Took a lot of time, took a lot of energy. It'd be nice if you support it. It makes it easier for me to keep making stuff like that. And there is definitely a lot more stuff that I have planned that I want you guys to see soon. Thank you for everything, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Sup, baby girl? This is why I can't get bitches.
Oh, shit.